Hello guys and gals, me Mudahar, and I have a confession to make again. I am also back on the Minecraft addiction. There's only a couple things more addicting than crack, and one of those things is Minecraft. Now, I like Minecraft as a game, don't get me wrong, it's definitely a time sink, okay? But it's a worthwhile time sink. Now, what makes today's video special? Well, Minecraft RTX is out. Now, for the 6 people in the audience or in the world that have a NVIDIA ray tracing card, because let's be fair, a lot of us were dumb enough to jump onto the hype. Finally, I would say, aside from Control, another landmark ray tracing game is hit. It's a new emerging technology, and one of those is Minecraft. We're there to turn Minecraft from the days of blocky Lego to one of the greatest benchmark PC games of all time. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's go to that play beta. Now here I got some levels that I've been trying out, but I'm kind of going to delete the levels over here. I really didn't do much in them other than load them up and see if my ray tracing was necessarily working. Is it okay there, Billy? You burning up there? Ooh, you're going to be tracing. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Bam! It's loaded up, and it's already different. Now, in order to show you the real differences of ray trace technology, it's great to go to Settings, go all the way down to that Advanced video, and just flick off the ray tracing. And this is what Minecraft looks like, you know, on its own. And it certainly is very good. I would say one of the best looking games of all time. You know, it's got that nice aesthetic. And when you head out over here, you're like, oh, look at that. Look at those chandeliers. Look at all the lighting. Ah, you know, it's definitely, ooh, okay. Oh my God. Well, I'll tell you something. The ray tracing definitely fixes it up. Oh shit, that's the kind of stuff I live for. Whenever I get a bug in a video game, it's like I cream myself a little bit. But as you can see, the ray tracing technology definitely adds extra life, color, and ambience to a game. You can see how like things are reflecting, and it's not just screen space. Look at that, look at that. It's reflecting appropriately, ladies and gentlemen. I'm a huge fan of this stuff. But if you go out to the city, this is the closest I'm getting to Cyberpunk 27. Ah! Ugh. The atmosphere is real. All right, let's jump down. All right, luckily we're in creative mode, which means we cannot die. But as we jump down, and the music is super ethereal, all right, I want to combine some synthwave into this shit just so it sounds a little better. If we get down over here, ladies and gentlemen, you're actually adding a whole layer of life in a world right for you to witness, okay? Now, if one simply goes into their settings and turns off the ray tracing, let's pray the game's visuals don't start to die on us. And they are actually dying on us. Holy crap. Okay, I think I'm going to save the game right here and just like reset the engine. Now, one thing to witness about the world of Minecraft without ray tracing is, as you can see, the environment looks very, very like nice. You know, you can definitely see that people here have created a world for you to explore. And the map design is definitely very, very cool. But if you really want to see the game at its peak, right, as soon as you enable ray tracing, the future of graphic technology is like something that I'm a huge fan of. This is this is a game changer. As you can see, like lights and buildings, like the red over there starts illuminating the world around you. And what's interesting is if you look really, really closely, right, inside areas like this, you can see that light that comes here and light that comes from here, even though that they're different values, start to like bleed together and create a proper form of ambience. Looking down here, you can see like the blue light, which if you turned off ray tracing, all right, like if you disabled it, that shit just looks like a dark ass hallway. You know, there's nothing like special or something creative about it. But the moment you say add the ray trace element to it, right, when you add the actual lighting and systems, it starts to create an illuminated pathway, and that's some killer shit. You can see like it reflects on the top, and there's some crazy stuff. Like it adds so much life. And just it adds everything that this game was missing beforehand. And of course, it also destroys your frame rate down. Like I'm getting about 60 frames, 60, 70 frames, which ain't too bad at 1080p. But as you can see, it's definitely a demanding style. Like it's definitely a demanding graphic technology. But remember, we are path or ray tracing at this point, and that, if you don't know the graphic technology, is like the cutting edge. Like it's sort of the holy grail of graphics rendering. As you can see, environments like this that usually, like you can feel the ambience for a second, right? It feels like you're in the introduction of System Shock 2. If you just disable the ray trace, you can see like, the lighting is okay, you know, from back in the day, but it's missing the ambience. And the moment you go into advanced video, tick that on, you get all the ambience and it fills in. You can see it takes like a second for it to like bleed in. That's because like it's not, it definitely needs time to like calculate the rays the second or so. But like areas like this are just, they're just gorgeous. Like look at that, the actual materials they're using, because these are physically based rendering packs, it adds so much. Like the actual city design just gets that extra bit of like, it takes it from one generation to the goddamn next generation. Look at how gorgeous all of it looks, dude. You can see like, you can just see it all bleed through, and you can see it just like, just so like well lit and so well done that honestly, this like, you know, it's easy to call this like the future of graphic technology, but just like flying over the world and seeing how pretty it goddamn looks, this is some really like advanced proper shit. This is pretty, dude. Look at that. Look at that. We're in like the sewer canalish type area. And you can see how like over here the red just like illuminates that. That is gorgeous. You can even see if you look closely how it has like that cloudy effect because it's just calculating rays. I believe part of it is screen space. So if you like go down and look up, you can see like right here, look at this when I like do one of these, like go up, you can see it like cloudy and it's filling in again. So there's elements of screen space, but overall the actual reflections it's a properly well done ray trace. Like it went from like an average game like this scene right here. God damn, if you go to advanced video, flip that off, at the end of the day, it's like a bare bones like Minecraft scene, right? And if you go to settings and just actually like add lighting to it, it changes it into like this like really nice, interesting sort of CD cyberpunk area. And I feel like the more I look at this, the more I would like somebody to recreate Mirror's Edge, like the City of Glass. And so you can explore that with like a Mirror's Edge like PBR texture pack. Like here you can see they have like a metallic floor, and like everything like realistically reflects off of it. Like you can see like that is actually the moonlight just bleeding. And you can even see like how the city lights like affect the actual like clouds up there. That is gorgeous. And I mean, to be at a playable frame rate like 60 right now, and I believe I have VSync on, so you won't be seeing like screen tearing, it's pretty impressive, man. Like, it's pretty impressive shit. All right, so this is like one of their showpiece worlds, and it starts off pretty strong with having like an actual like proper reflection. So you can see it's not screen space because like it actually reflects as long as the as the object to reflect is actually off screen. Usually with a lot of video games, they kind of like hide that fact. But if you go into like here and just check out like room examples, damn, dude, that is pretty, dude. That is really gorgeous. Like the sun's actually coming down on you. I think I just TP'd back. All right, let's go back in again to the room. All right, straight up. You can see like set time to noon. Okay, sure. Oh, so this is just like a little brewing station. Oh, you can even see how like it reflects off of the metal box over there. I don't know why the hand clips through the item, so that's a little odd. But let's go over here to this room real quick. Set time to 100. And you can see like inside this room, you can see all the way at the end, we've got like light coming in through a window on that end. And like it reflecting perfectly off this iron floor surface. And you can even see like the reds and the greens bleeding together. That is gorgeous, dude. That is really gorgeous. Yo, this aquarium is the shit. Look at that. That's a good looking aquarium, man. You can like make a solid ass aquarium right here in the game. Like I never even thought about it, but it like changes it completely. For instance, look over here real quick. This is what an aquarium looks like with the ray tracing, and I guarantee you it's gonna look god tier different as soon as you switch it off. So let's go to like advanced video. Oh my god, it does look completely different. Like don't get me wrong, this is a pretty looking aquarium, but like you go over here, it's just like dark. But let me just try to like load in a setting real quick and just go like video. And goddamn! God damn, that's solid. It's got a little weird warpy effect, but yeah, no, it's a pretty solid like aquarium. You can see how the water illuminates the top half just fine. So here I got like a bunch of items that when you place down, you can see like they've got like sort of their own reflective properties to it. In fact, if I add in like gold blocks as well right here, you can see like each of these items has like their sort of like own properties. So gold is much more shinier and reflective than before. And then the iron here is actually like, you can see like it can cast the reflection of the gold appropriately as it's supposed to be. And you've got diamond, and then you've got like redstone, and then if I can just do one of these where I go into like sort of the chat and I do like time set midnight, you can actually see like here the ray tracing is trying to fix up. So it's like, you can see how it has to give like a second for it to like update. And then you can see how that's lighting up. And then you can put the sea lantern. Look at that, dude. It's like gorgeous. And then you put in like the block of diamond, and then it's slightly duller, but it's more bluish. And like, so let's say you're building a house, you can make like nice little pot lights from below and just aim them upwards, and they illuminate the world around them realistically. Like that's atmospheric, bro. That's good looking shit. You can even see like it come off the horse. Let's put some torches down. You can see like that's like what the torch looks like in the ray tracer. And the redstone is like slightly more dull, but just way more intense. But what's like really the killer bee's knees application in this case is like, let's go and find a mountain real quick. So starting up a forest fire, which by the way is the prettiest looking forest fire, never ever advocating this in real life. Not saying that most of you would have the resources to do a forest fire of this magnitude, but you can see that it looks gorgeous. You can see like how it like bleeds in the clouds around it and then it illuminates the world like a proper fucking fire, bro. Like a proper fire. And then like you can go down here and like you can put in like sea lanterns up the ass and you can see like how from a distance even like caves are lit up really, really well. And like, let's turn the ray tracer off. It's kind of going to be important. It'll give you an idea of what we're looking at. So turn the ray tracer off and it illuminates, sure, but not at the level you're expecting. Those sea lanterns, they do a fine job. But the moment you go back to settings and you go to advanced video and you turn that shit on, guys, that's a whole different world. And like, because we have the rays stretching out differently, it'll stay. I mean, look at that. It adds so much more atmosphere to the world. It's actually insane. Like that changes Minecraft from like your average block game to like something proper next gen, dude. I'm excited to see like what it'll look like with the AMD hardware that's coming out with like the Series X and the PlayStations. You see how it like bleeds around, dude. Oh my God. And the music like fits in, like they have like the craziest music engine. You can see how it even diffuses on the water appropriately too. Oh, there's like a little natural fissure down there. Look at that. That's like a little natural fissure cave system and you can like look down into it. That is gorgeous, dude. That's really good. It like changes it up too because it like adds, like it gives you the natural lighting to explore it yourself. So I think one of the things we always wanted to see is like what the nether would look like with the ray tracing, and I'm gonna go down there and just sort of get it for myself real quick. And we'll build a terrain, and first things first, let me just enable the creative in here real quickly. Oh my God, okay, all right, that's a bad portal. Holy shit, it just spawned me up there. That's terrible. If that was a survival world, I'd be shitting myself. But this is what the nether looks like down here. Yeah, definitely much more illuminated than before. I would say compared to the SEUS shader pack, just a little less atmospheric, but I think that can be fixed up in due time. This is, without a doubt, pretty decent. One thing to note here too, is I don't actually believe these areas are properly implemented for ray tracing. Like you can't see some of the PBR texturing going around over here, but you can see like it actually is working looking at that gold block. So it's a cool looking area for sure. But this is where I think, because it's a beta, it definitely needs some work, and it's going to be like, it's going to take a while before it really gets there. Like I said, not a full release, but interesting beta so far. All right, so what you just witnessed was a grown Indian man basically reacting happily to lights and colors. As dumb as that shit sounds, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a huge fan of graphic technologies that go further. So for the 6 people that own an RTX card out there, they finally have Minecraft in ray tracing, so enjoy it all you want. Again, it's a beta. We've definitely seen some bugs today, but as a whole, I'm actually fairly impressed. You know, aside from Control, this is like the next big ray trace app, and as the next generations come out with ray tracing at the forefront, it's going to be freaking cool to see how the ray tracing is going to like evolve as time goes on, how we're going to use it, not just for graphics, but for things like sound and other potential avenues of game design. So that being said, ladies and gentlemen, that was Minecraft Ray Trace, a little fun time. Ladies and gentlemen, this is me, Moodhar. If you like what you saw, please like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike it if you dislike it. I am